Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Weather Center. We stayed with cloud-free skies throughout Wednesday across much of central and eastern South Africa, but not so for the Western Cape, where we had quite a bit of cloud in places thanks to this cold front, which is now pushing a lot of cloud into the south coast. And ahead of the front, we have some cloud creeping onto the Eastern Cape coastal areas. Now, tonight, it's going to be partly cloudy to cloudy for parts of the Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal, with rain throughout the night along the east coast and the adjacent interior. We are also going to see another cold front hitting the southwest coastline, pushing in quite a bit of cloud into these parts of South Africa. It's going to stay mostly fine for the rest of the country. Then on Thursday, we stay with light rain along the KZN coastal areas and the adjacent interior. Fine weather is forecast for the rest of South Africa, although we could see a bit of cloud creeping onto the Eastern Cape coastal areas. Now, tonight we are going to see up to a 40% chance of rainfall, where you see the light shades of blue along the east coast and the adjacent interior. We are expecting a southwesterly breeze for your Wednesday evening along the south and the east coast, as well as over the western interior. Light winds are forecast over the northeastern sections. Then on Thursday, light winds are expected for much of the interior. Southwesterlies will persist along the KwaZulu-Natal coast, and we're expecting mostly a southeasterly airflow along much of the west coast. It's going to be rather chilly tonight for the southwestern interior, where minimums below 10 degrees are forecast for George and Sutherland. Cape Town drops to 12 degrees, 10 for the minimums in Port Elizabeth and East London. Much warmer as we go towards Durban and Richards Bay. It's also going to be warm for the Mpumalanga and Limpopo Lowveld areas. A low of 15 for Pretoria, 12 for Johannesburg, the same for Kimberley, as well as around Appington. Then on Thursday afternoon, we stay with hot afternoon temperatures over the northern and northeastern areas. Pretoria warming to around 34 degrees, the same for Polokwane, slightly cooler for Mahikeng with a high of 33, the same for Bloemfontein. It's going to be cooler over the western and southern parts of the country, including parts of the east coast, where Durban warms to 24 degrees, high of 21 for East London. Port Elizabeth and Cape Town should make it to around 19 degrees. On Friday, we are going to have rain and thundershowers over parts of the western and the eastern Cape. It's going to be mostly sunny and warm to hot across eastern South Africa. Then we start the weekend with wet weather across the eastern Cape, as well as parts of KwaZulu-Natal. It's going to be sunny and hot over the northeast.